So what's going on, guys? I am still out here at Camper Clinic for their open house, and I wanted to show you guys my very favorite Montana floor plan. And this spans across the Montana line as well as their high country. But it is this mid-bunk, and I'll show you why. First of all, a lot of it comes down to storage. Check out this huge storage compartment underneath. The basement area in this coach is massive, partially because it has a drop frame. So this does sit on a Z-frame or a drop frame design. It gives you a huge amount of storage, plus a massive frame structure. All aluminum. There's really nothing that blocks into this space. It is just a really, really good sized basement storage. And an outside kitchen. So you have a full outside kitchen here, complete with a cooktop. Wish it had a sink. Has a nice micro fridge here. But it is on very thick doors as well. So you have your much thicker doors with slam latches. Has the Morryde step above steps. And this is the HM384BR. So let's take a look inside of this coach. So one of the things I've always told you guys about when it comes to fifth wheel layouts, especially with a mid-bunk, is that we want countertop space. Check out the countertop space in this unit. You have the island here, of course, with a little bit of space here. Both sides of the stove have a ton of space. And you have countertop space here for your coffee maker, things like that. Plus, you have a really nice pantry. And it's a good size. Gas electric Dometic refrigerator. Nice flooring. This coach does have whisper quiet AC units. It's interesting how they move their return air a little bit closer to the center versus most of them, which are spaced out a little further. Has the day-night roller shades. Relatively small TV. Looks like a 42-inch TV, which I was expecting it to be a little larger. But I think the reason why it's smaller like this is to give you more countertop space. You put a big 55-inch TV in here, you're going to take up some of that space. For an RV, when you're only sitting maybe 7 feet away from it, it's not a bad-sized TV overall. Something that I guess a lot of people don't think about. They want the biggest possible TV when in fact they may not need a large TV and it just takes up excessive space. Looking up at the ceiling on this coach, it has a really nice skylight up top. A lot of good wood trimming. Huge windows right here. Just a lot of lighting that comes into this coach. And there is a lot of room around the table. So traditionally in mid-bunks, the slide right here might be a little shorter and all of this is scrunched up against the chair. But in this coach, you can see that there's a good amount of space for you to actually slide in and get into the chair. Let's take a look at the bunkhouse. So the bunkhouse has a love seat inside of it. I do wish it had a drop-down bunk up here. I think it just adds that extra ability to have more people in if you need it. Has a nice desk area, plenty of storage. Has about a 6 foot 2-inch ceiling height. And then going upstairs, you have your loft with a nice ladder to support it. This loft is about the size of a queen-size bed. Very good size loft. And then coming back to the master bedroom. King-size bed. You have about a foot on each side of space to get onto and off of the bed. The slide height is very, very tall, so you could easily kind of prop your back up and watch TV if you want without having to worry about the slide hitting your head. Has the Dometic air conditioning. It has direct fire as well as thermostat control, so it's also ducted in the master bedroom. Has a very good size closet area, as well as can support a washer and dryer if you take that bottom shelf out. Yeah, this is probably our favorite floor plan in the Montana lineup. And it is their high country, so it is going to be a little bit less expensive than some of their other coaches. Comes with 12-ply Rainier tires. Has the LCI Road Armor Trail Air Equalizer system. Essentially a rubber pad on the top and bottom. As you can see, it has the LCI ground control system. So the ground control system is their electronic system, and the level up system is their hydraulic system. The only thing on this coach I'm not a big fan of are the cable-driven slides. I really wish that it was a traditional rack and pinion or even a Schwintek slide system. But on these larger slides, I really prefer a rack and pinion system versus the cable-driven system. Mainly because it puts a lot of stress on this component right here, which is essentially just bolted into the side. If these cables start to get loose or lose their tension, it can cause issues down the road. I know that there haven't been a lot of failures, but there have been some people that have complained about that system, and I just prefer the more tried-and-true method. And something that's also interesting is the fact that Montana still uses incandescent taillights on most of their coaches, on the High Country and even your traditional Montana line. I really would expect them to move to an LED taillight system on these coaches. It is pre-wired for a reverse camera. As you can see, cable-driven slides all the way around. Uses a 8-inch I-beam frame connected to a 12-inch main frame. So the drop frame portion is 8-inch and the main I-beam portion is a 12-inch I-beam. Overall, guys, it's a really nice coach. I love the interior floor plan and kitchen of this one. Now we're going to take a look at this Montana 20th anniversary fifth wheel. This is a mid-bunk as well. This is pretty much the same floor plan as the High Country with some changes to how the mid-bunk is situated. Let's take a look inside of this specific coach. So again, rear living room design. It has a much larger TV. They've put the pantry area right here next to the kitchen. You lose some shelf space because the mid-bunk entryway is right here pointed out towards the kitchen, so you really can't put the shelves there. Mid-bunk, though, is a nice mid-bunk. Has a really nice counter space there for a desk and a love seat. Residential refrigerator. Has a good size island. Lots of windows. Whisper Quiet AC unit. Looks to be a 55-inch TV. It's a nice coach. Pretty much everything from here back is going to be about the same as the High Country. There's going to be some trim differences, where on the High Country it was like a vinyl or leather material. Here, this one is wood. The bathroom's going to have one of those interesting doors that kind of folds half out. Nice one-piece shower. Has a lot of space for the toilet. Good size cabinetry there for toiletries or anything you might need. It's got a nice master bedroom. Whisper Quiet AC unit up here as well. Now let me show you something that's a little bit different about this coach versus the High Country. So first off, the outside kitchen in this unit has a sink. It's a little bit smaller refrigerator. You still get a gas cooktop, but this one has a sink outside, which I absolutely love. Secondly, this one utilizes a rack and pinion slide. So the High Country had all cable-driven slides. This one's rack and pinion. It still uses the same equalizer. However, this one includes the Saloon S637 all-steel tires. Same tires that I have on my fifth wheel, and the ones that I recommend. Now a change, this one does have LED taillights on it, which is really nice. It does not have the backup camera, even though it is equipped for one. It does have frameless windows, rack and pinion slide on the opposite side, and then this one utilizes the Schwintek slide system for both the mid-bunk as well as the bedroom slide up front. So this one is really cool. I love the whole design of the slide system on this coach. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this short little video series here at Camper Clinic in Rockport, Texas. It's an open house and they got all sorts of food, so we'll probably go grab a bite to eat. However, favorite one so far out of all of these is probably the Montana High Country Mid-Bunk. Just wish it had the slide technology system as the standard Montana. That would be a win-win in my opinion. Guys, if you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and we will talk to you again very soon.